Hi there everyone, and welcome to How to Crochet a Bootie Ornament. This little bootie is great as an ornament for Christmas, a baby shower gift, or just for fun. This is what we'll be making today, and I've made it up in Christmas colours, and it's great to put little lollipops or other little treats in there and hang it off the Christmas tree. It also works well for a baby shower, so you can make a little blue one or a little pink one. Let's get started. You're going to need some yarn, a crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a bodkin, also known as a tapestry needle. To make this bootie, we're going to start by making an ordinary granny square, and we're going to do 4 rounds. As you can see here, I've started the centre of your granny square. It's a standard granny square, which is consisting of chaining 4, then doing 4 groups of 3 double crochets, also known as trebles. Then you complete that in there, yarn through, and then this is where you join in your new colour. When you've finished your second round, again secure that off by adding your third colour. When you've completed your third row, on this one I've used white, then red, then green. You're going to finish that row off as well and attach your last colour. This will be the 4th round and the final round for the base of our bootie. When you've completed your 4th row on your granny square, it should look something like this. Cut the yarn, and what you're going to do is finish the square off, yarning over, pulling through, and actually just slip it right through. Then what you're going to do is simply pull the tail through the loop. Just use your bodkin or tapestry needle and pass it through some of the loops at the back, like so. You can just snip the tail off. Repeat this for all the other tails on the back with our centre, second row, third row, and our last row. To give a nice contrast, I'm going to use the red. Taking your square, we're going to fold it in half, lengthways like that. Take your crochet hook and the yarn you're going to complete the bootie with, and just place your hook through this corner and insert your hook through both sides of the square. Yarn over your new yarn, bring it through, and what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over and we're going to bring the hook back through there. This secures the yarn, and just taking the tail, just tie a knot there. You've got the square folded in half like so, and we've attached our final colour up onto the open corner, not the inside, the open corner. We're now ready to make the loop of our bootie. We're going to chain approximately 10 stitches, which is yarn over through the loop, yarn over through the loop, and so on for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to place the hook back into the same corner, like so, and we're going to secure our yarn down, yarning over through the gap, pulling it through, and then yarn over and through both loops, like so. Give that a little pull. So what you should have now, you should have your square folded in half, secured at the corner, and we've chained 10. We've now brought it back and attached it back into the same corner. What we're going to do now is we're going to stitch along this top edge here, and that's going to form the open top of our bootie ornament. And the stitch we're going to use is known as a half double crochet. In the States, it's also known as a half treble. This stitch involves yarning over the hook first, placing it into the next stitch like so, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and we pull through all 3 loops on the hook. This is a great decorative edge, this stitch, because it's quite firm and it really makes this bootie look nice and neat. We're going to continue along the top of the boot, yarning over and doing our half double crochet stitch along the top. Yarn over, and as you can see, we're just working on one side of the square because this is going to be the open top of our boot. When you get up to the gap in the granny square here, the best thing to do is just put your hook through the gap. But we yarn over first, through the gap, yarn over, pull through. You should now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over once more and bring it through all 3. And you should see the top edge of your boot taking shape. Now continue all the way around the edge of the boot. Remember, we're only going through 1 layer. Yarn over and just continue. And again at the gap, we just go through the gap. Yarn over and through all 3 stitches. Yarn over. There should be 3 on the hook. Yarn over and bring through all 3. You should now be arriving back at the corner that we joined at the beginning, and you should also be at the start of your loop. Now we're going to continue from this edge and we're going to continue onto the loop and work our stitches all the way around the loop to the bottom. This little bit you may want to try and do a secure stitch down here so that you don't end up with a gap. Yarn over, and we continue doing the same half double crochet or half treble. I'm going to go through the base of the loop chain in order to do the first stitch. That makes it quite neat, and now you're ready to start working onto the chain. Once you've done your stay stitch in the corner, we're now going to work our half double crochets and half trebles all the way around this loop. Yarn over, and I recommend doing twice the number of stitches through the loop that you did chain in the loop. So for example, I did 10 chain in this loop. I'm going to do 20 half trebles, half double crochets around the loop. That's 10 so far, and as you can see, 10 stitches works over 5 chain quite well. So I'm just going to continue going until I've come all the way back down here to the bottom of my loop. And the last one. So for this one, for this example, I've done 20 half DCs through that chain loop. That's given it a really nice look.